guys, today we have a very interesting topic, which is trauma. When we have psychological traumas, when we're traumatized, and when we feel really bad about something that happened with us. So how does it work? I mean, psychologists and psychiatrists, they've definitely studied this topic, and they've said and they've written a lot on this topic. But however, can we add something? How about thinking about traumas in a positive way? Is it possible? Can we get something positive from our traumas? Can we look at this experience from a slightly different angle? So let's try. First of all, when do we get traumatized? So it's always about some negative experience we had in our life. And usually it is very closely related to justice. Because, for example, if, I don't know, a tree falls and breaks your window, then you probably won't get a trauma. You will just, maybe cut this tree or cut other trees which might fall again on your house. But if there's a person who tries to break into your house and breaks your window, then you might get this trauma, and you have this fear, and you have this feeling of injustice. Something goes wrong. And why do we have these feelings? Is it just only about fear? No, it's actually about justice. So deep inside us, we have this feeling of what is good and what is bad, and what is fair and what is not fair. And when people do something that is bad, that is not fair, that's something they shouldn't do, our soul protests, We do not agree with this. Deeply inside, we say it's not good, it's not fair. And that's why we get this trauma. It's kind of a reaction to this very negative experience. Like we mark it, it is negative, It's very bad. It shouldn't happen to me, it shouldn't happen to people. That's why I get this super negative reaction and extra fears. So it's important to see that our traumas, they actually show that we have this feeling of justice. We are good people. That's why we get hurt. That's why we get traumatized, because we know how things should be. So it's always about our desire to perfect this world, to make it better, to make people better. So it's actually something good. It's our, instinct to promote, an instinct to reach the best possible we can, a better society, actually, better world, better inner world. So that's what causes us to feel bad and to be traumatized. Also, usually when we get this trauma, what it means that actually our body has a right to react. If we were in danger, I don't know, somebody tried to break into our house, we feel unhappy, our body feels unsafe. So actually our body has right to react, to have fear, because fear, it's a very useful instinct. It actually makes us do things. So if something happens, if somebody breaks into our home or tries to, our body gets scared, and it tells us, come on, do something about it, it's not good. So we either change a place, so I don't know, we have bars, metal bars on window and metal doors, so we have security, we just move to another place. This is one thing we can do. Or we can also try to influence the world, to make things better, to educate people, to explain them that it's no good, to breaking into someone else's house. So there are always two ways. Either you protect yourself or you change the world, and actually both. And our body has right to react in this way. So if you do not feel safe and you want metal doors and metal bars, it's a normal reaction in this abnormal world. Our world is not right. There are many bad things happening. And that's why when we have this reaction like, I want security, metal doors, big houses, bars on the windows, and only then I feel safe, and it's okay. Because that's how the world is. The world is bad to you, and you try to protect yourself. So you'll allow yourself to be protective. It's fine. That's what your body wants. We all have right to feel safe. And again, there are two options. So either you make yourself safe or you do something to change this society. Because actually in a normal world, people should not live behind big fences, thick walls, bars, and having security. In the normal world, such reactions are not normal. But as we all live in the world which goes crazy, then just allow yourself to get extra security before this world changes, or before we change it ourselves, actually. That's the second point. Next point is, that comes from the first two, is actually three even, is actually change. So whatever we do, whatever reactions we have, negative reactions, it's always about something being bad in this world. It's not about being bad ourselves. So something is wrong with this world. And our body, our soul, it protests. It protests with different reactions that might be traumas, that might be anxiety. Well, this happens because the world, the society, it's no good. So we are here to improve it. So actually, I don't know, ease a bit, it's okay. It's okay that you react to the bad things in this way. It's normal. So don't get extra stressed because you want extra security or you have this anxious reaction to the world. How else, how else? When we change the world, when the world becomes better, we won't have traumas, we won't have anxiety, we won't have all these bad things that are happening to us. So that's a temporary thing, unfortunately. But what we can do, we can work together to make this world better. And we can acknowledge our traumas and our anxiety, and we should tell people about it. Because I get my anxiety, I get my depression, I get my traumas because the world is no good. So why don't we improve it? And this is how we cure ourselves. This is how we cure other people, because they won't have this negative reactions. It's not their fault. It's not them being bad. It's always about something being wrong in this world. So what we can actually do is to voice the problems, support each other, and try to do as much good things to each other and to the world as we can. That's what our traumas tell us. That's the hidden message behind anxiety, depressions, traumas, and all this negative experience we have. We are sentient beings and we can change the world. And when we do it, then other people around us won't have these problems and will also be able to cure ourselves. So it's always a signal for improvement, for something better, for a change. So you can be thankful to your trauma and anxiety in this way, because they push us to the better world, to the better future. And that's the message behind them. So let's be thankful for what we have, because whatever we have, it's always a message for something better. That's all I wanted to say. So let's change together, let's keep strong, and let's support each other. We can do it if we're together. We made bad things to the world, we can do good things to the world. Absolutely. Feel strong.